Okay. I grew up without a father. My brother Ramon and I were lanky kids because my mother worked 2 jobs as a costurera and a house cleaner. She tried to make ends meet, but she came from Mexico with only a first grade education. As things go, my brother got jumped into the barrio and the Maravilla housing projects. That's where we grew up. With all those vatos locos, fights, shootings, and all the time. One day Ramon didn't come home. They never rushed up to the house to tell me he'd been shot. I ran to where she said Ramon was around the corner from our apartment. When I got there, the police hadn't showed up yet. I ran up to my brother, blood gushing out of his chest. I went down and held his hand. He told me, "Tell her, Ma, I love her." Then he closed his eyes. I told myself then and there I would do everything I could to stop this madness. I didn't want him to be a parole or probation officer. I ended up at Cal State, LA, and got involved with the Movimiento. I joined the Brown Berets and Mecha when it first began. I learned a lot about sources of the poverty, discrimination, the guns and drugs, and why we kill each other. I changed my plans to decide to become a youth worker. I don't know what else to say. That's why I do what I do. I see Ramon and all these kids.
I'm sorry, homie. I didn't mean to open up a wound with you. But you telling me this really means the world to me. I get it now. That's right.
But I can.
Yeah. Representation. All right. Representation is important, but we also need to focus attention on making Keppel a place where we can actually learn. Everything's broken, homie.
Sorry, Lou. Sorry, Louis. There aren't any grocery bags for you to knock over.
That's why I came to apologize. I get carried away sometimes. My bad.
Well, I appreciate that. It takes courage to say you're sorry, but what I really want to do is get away from the dope. We need you, but you need to be sober and focused.
I'm working on it, Chente. I'm still at Keppel and haven't missed any days. Aren't they from Keppel?
Yes, they are. They're forming a new student club, one for Chicano students.
We are forming this club to demand respect and for better classes and more Chicano teachers. We want to read books with our faces in them. I'm talking about for first Chicano student classes. And we want a say in how things are run in Keppel. It's going to be called 2HMAS, to help Mexicans, American students. That's right.
If you think about joining this club, they're also about unity among barrios.
We can't move forward if our people are dying.
What do you think, Louis?
Well, you know me. It takes me a while to come around, but when I do, I'm there pa' todo.
Me agrada. You're going to be valuable asset.
That's fantastic, Louis. We needed everyone's support.
Welcome, Louis.
Thank you, Chente, for the space. We're going to announce the club on Monday. Bye, Chente. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Louis, again, if you really want to help the club, we have to work on the dope thing. I know there aren't there aren't any treatment programs around here, but I'll do what I can to figure this out. Above all, you have to want to. Real change is internal.
I kept thinking, I can do this shit and maintain. That I wouldn't be like those fucked up tecatos on the corner. Many of them are all homies. But now, I feel myself falling into the abyss. As I've been seeing, things what people do for a fix. I don't want to end up like that. It ain't easy, but I'm working on this.
I don't think so. Vamos para allá.
No, it's just Chente.
To change. Man, Louis, you messed up.
I know.
You're being charged with assault with intent to murder.
Chales. No one died.
No, but they're, but
It's not a question. You are, estás enojado porque no, nadie se murió.
Chales, but no one died.
no, but 3 of them were shot, including one in serious condition. He's going to be okay. I know why it happened, but why did you have to get involved?
You know, sometimes something snapped inside of me. I have nothing, against bikers, but they call my homies beaners and spics, man. They shouldn't have fucked with us. I just couldn't let them get away with it.
The Youth Center is trying to get you guys released. It might be tougher for you. Turns out you've quite a record of arrest in Temple City, East LA, Monterey Park, and San Gabriel.
Oh, you forgot about, that I was on murders row in downtown LA too?
What?
Yeah, they tried to charge me with the murders of 3 people that got killed, during the East LA riots. That blew up after the Chicano moratorium at Laguna Park. They put me in the cell next to Charles Manson.
Charles Manson? What happened?
Deputies arrested, hundreds of people that first day, but they were let go after a few hours. They kept, 5 of us cholos for several days on the road as a setup. And they wouldn't have, gotten away with it too, except, they had to let us go after film, and photos were taken by Chicano activists, showed by cops beating up everyone and killing those people, including that Chicano reporter, Ruben Salazar.
Híjole, Louis. You got something like a guardian angel. Anyway, like I said, the center is working to get you out. Your parents have been reached, but I have to tell you, they don't want anything to do with you for now. The deputies plan to send you to juvenile hall. You got to stay cool. Don't rattle the bars, all right?
All right.
Igual van a escuchar otro corte y siguen a la misma plática.
Okay. Louis,
Tiempo. Aquí te estás metiendo cada vez más en problemas. Entonces tú estás más enojado.
You fuck that shit.
tengo que actuar
No
como...
quiero entender.
So you're the crackhead, and I'm the padrino that's trying to get you out of the fucking...
Yeah, basically real life.
Fuck the padrino. Fuck the padrino.
O sea, ahorita ya estamos así como en life, for real.
Yeah.
Órale. Louis, I've been looking for you. I'm sorry about Chicharrón.
Yeah, it's fucked up, huh?
I know, do something hard. Don't retaliate against Sangra. I don't believe they killed Chicharrón.
I know.
You do?
Simon, because how he got hit by one of the shots from a moving car, and Dina said whoever did it, didn't even yell out del barrio. No way it was Sangra or any of her other, enemigas.
I hate to say this, but it looks like the works of the sheriff.
That's what I think too. I just came here to tell you I'm going to do all I can to stop the retaliation.
Otra vez, corte, música, y de repente entras.
Okay. Louis, listen to me. It's time to leave.
Aquí es como de hurry up porque ya ven.
Córrele, güey, a la...
Louis, listen to me. It's time to leave.
I can't. I know Leva, and I can't. I can't stand up to the sheriffs and the one or two vatos in the hood who want to push me out of the way. I know it's not the whole barrio.
But those vatos almost killed you.
No, those were warning shots. Pato shot around me. If I had run, I would have been hit. But Lomas don't run, so I didn't get hit. But Pato must have known this when he fired.
Como eres terco? Next time there won't be no warning shots. If something happens to you, everything we fought for, learned about, organized, will be for nothing. And now, who can you even trust?
I can't just slip away like a punk. I had to try and reason with the homies.
Louis, a friend of mine in the probation department told me something I have to tell you. They said Puppet is a police informant.
What? Chales. No way. How do you know this shit?
The sheriffs have The sheriffs have been paying him with heroin. And not just him, a couple of other dudes también. Their job is to undermine everything you're doing for the peace.
I can't fucking believe it. Do you believe him?
This friend is reliable.
Damn. But this is my barrio. I can't just leave.
I know you don't have anything here anymore. No familia. Your closest homie's gone. You gotta get out, Louis. It's time to leave and die for something big, not just the small and insignificant. The bigger the cause you die for, the bigger life you'll have.
Tan, tan, tan.
Acuérdense nada más que es como mucho más intenso, o sea que el ritmo de este cambia y eso les va a gustar porque pues es como la misma intensidad, pero este último tiene que ser súper intenso, o sea, el choto está ahí, ya te pasó, estuviste ahí como que te dispararon, entonces de los dos tienen que ser como mucho más intenso, lo podemos volver a repetir tratando de que sea así como mucho más.
Vamos a la verga, a la chingada ya.
Ajá, están apurados, we're in a hurry.
Vámonos, güey, a la chingada.
Hola, gente. Thanks for coming.
No, la anterior.
Oh, la anterior.
Para que
Ok.
no se esta parte como de urgencia, ¿saben? Y aquí te acaban de disparar, vato, o sea, y como que te medio valió, pero el otro te quiere sacar, entonces
Okay.
mucha más intensidad en esta parte.
Vámonos, güey, porque ya, es ya.
Aunque sea lectura, es como, Luis, listen to me, ¿no? Por favor.
Louis, I've been looking for you. I'm sorry about what happened to Chicharrón.
Wait.
Escena 24, güey.
19.
No, en la página 3 es la 24.
Oh,
La 24, güey.
Ya,
okay. There we go. Louis, listen to me. It's time to leave.
I can't. You know, I ain't no leva. I can't stand up to the sheriffs and the one or two vatos in the hood who want to push me out of the way. You know, I know it's not the whole barrio.
But those vatos almost killed you.
No, you know, those weren't warning shots. Vato shot around me. If I had run, I would have been hit. But Lomas don't run, so I didn't get hit. You know, Vato must have known this shit, you know, when he shot.
Como eres terco. Next time there won't be warning shots. If something happens to you, everything we fought for, learned about, organized, will be for nothing. And now, who can you even trust?
I can't just slip away like a punk. I have to try and reason with the homeboys.
Oh, shit.
Louis, a friend of mine in the probation department told me something I have to tell you. They said Puppet is a police informant.
What? Chales. You know, no way. How do you know this shit?
The sheriffs have been paying him with heroin. And not just him, a couple of other dudes también.
I can't fucking...
Their job is to undermine everything you've been doing for peace.
I can't fucking believe it. You know, do you believe him?
This friend is reliable.
Damn. But this is my barrio. I can't just leave.
I know you don't have anything anymore, no familia, your closest homie's gone. You gotta get out, Louis. It's time to leave. It's time to live and die for something big, not just the small and insignificant. The bigger the cause you die for, the bigger life you'll have.
No, but nobody's coming like that in a long time.
Time to die.
What are you talking about?
You did this to me. Look her. You did this.
Chava, you got it wrong. It wasn't me.
Sure, I hear you out before. I know who did this, and you are going to pay.
Chava, listen. I heard what happened that night, but I wasn't there. You know, I found out the next day. I thought you died.
Loma should kill me, but they fucked up.
My bad. You know, about what happened, Chava.
Oh, you think that's going to change anything? Loma did this, somebody has to pay.
Even if I did stab you, Holmes, you know, you got me. I was a normal soldier. And, you know, I did my damage. No sense of groveling about any of this. You know, I probably deserve to die.
You got to pay.
I have a wife and son. You know, my wife's name is Camila, and my son's name is Ramiro. There's some, you know, things to fight for, some things to die for, but not this.
Somebody has to pay. You think you can get away that easy? I never be the same, man.
Chava, I understand. Too many homies are gone. Yours and mine. But you're alive. I feel you, man. But you're alive. Don't waste the rest of your days, with this hate.
No mames, this is some fucked up shit. You hear me? I never hear same because of you and Lamas. You should die. You should feel what I feel. ¿Entiendes, vato? You ain't getting that easy, puto.
It's time to let it go. Time to go on with your life. Look at all the damage we've done to each other. If I thought my life could cleanse, you from the hurt of the memory, I would open my, shirt and let you take my life. But it won't. We're too much the same now, Chava. Let it all out, man. Let it out.
Let it out, Chava.
No way.
Let it out, homie.
De aquí lo que sigue es que se proyecta un video de Luis.
I just want to say, okay.
Tell them again what you want. Listen, escuchen.
So could you tell me a little bit about your role in the Chicano Fest?
All right. My role, I'm Alicia. Very nice to meet you guys. I'm Alicia. My role is very vindictive. My role is very charismatic. My role represents very small, but it's a big image. But I would like to invite everybody to come and take a look at what a Chicano Fest is, what it really means. I would like to invite everybody to come and get a feel of what a Chicano really is.
Okay.
Welcome.
And what is a Chicano?
Well, a Chicano, in everybody's eyes, is different.
Okay.
But once you come to really get to know us, you'll know what a really Chicano is. So I'll invite you to come so you can know what we are.
Okay. All right.
Gotcha.
Anybody else want to talk?
Well, this is Jordan, aka Smiley, and I'm playing the role of Luis. Basically, it's the main role. Basically, I'm a knucklehead. I'm a gangster that stuck in his old ways. Trying to leave him behind. Doesn't want to understand. At the end of the day, he comes to his senses and he gets strained. And well, that's pretty much what I play on. Always running.
Okay.
That's going to be taking a big part on the Chicano Fest. So I want to invite everyone, so they can go ahead and see us out there in the desert at the Black Box.
That's right.
You guys are all invited. So you guys can get to see how Chicano culture is and how we basically are.
Okay. What about you, homie?
What up, homie? Everybody knows me like Crucito para la raza, ya se la saben. Yo soy Chava and always running, play. Yo soy muy paisa, yo soy muy de la raza, yo soy muy del barrio, yo soy bien creído aquí en el barrio. ¿Qué les quiero dejar? ¿Qué les quiero decir? Uno, como en la cultura del chicano, muchos creen que el chicano es el cholo, el que mata, el que asalta, el que roba, el que tiene la droga. No se equivoquen. Yo soy una persona seria, yo soy una persona que se crió con la cultura del americano, pero soy mexicano, soy de aquí de Guadalajara, soy de Tlaquepaque. Y qué es lo que yo les quiero dejar de experiencia es, no se equivoquen, a veces nos ven pelones, a veces nos ven con la cabeza pelona. No se equivoquen, no porque nos vean tatuados, pelones, con tatuajes, crean que somos una persona que les vamos a hacer un mal. Al contrario, nosotros, como ya vivimos dos culturas, el americana, el mexicano, a nosotros ya nos hicieron de menos en la cultura americana, ya nos hicieron de menos en la cultura mexicana, porque estuvimos allá, porque regresamos. pero acéptenos.
Somos raza.
Somos bandas, somos barrios, somos como ustedes, somos los que estuvimos tirándola,
What's your
estuvimos
last name,
trabajando.
homie? What's your last name?
Yo soy Lucio.
I'm
Aquí
Rubio.
está.
What's your last name?
Lucio.
Llamas.
Llamas. We're all
Lucio.
Mexican.
Lucio, y somos mexicanos y estamos aquí no solo para seguir la cultura de lo que estamos haciendo, sino para que nos acepten en lo que nosotros estamos haciendo en la cultura del mexicano. Estamos aquí en México y lo vamos a hacer y la vamos a librar y la vamos a hacer porque todos ya vivimos
Yes,
una...
come see us.
Come and check us out.
Come,
Come and check us
just
out.
come and
28.
enjoy it.
April 28.
Enjoy
April
it.
28. Enjoy
Eso.
us.
The
Enjoy
Black
it.
Box.
Crucito, La Güera, and Smiley will be there. And my homegirl. Oh, that's right.